channel and to this month's Banners collaboration, where a number of us get together to talk about the same subject in our own way. You'll see everybody else's logos going past there, and all the links to their videos and to the playlist you'll find in the description down below. So, this month it's problems. What a subject. Where do you start? And indeed, where do you end? So we decided that we would start at the beginning of our motorhoming journey with our Contiki 675. Our problems began with our first motorhome, a Contiki 675. You can see here that the screen that goes around the skylight was not connected to the ceiling. The screws missed their point. All the trims were peeling off all the way around, not just in one place, but everywhere. They'd cut the material short, all over the van. Things fell off the walls. You see there's a decorative panel here that's off the wall. The headboard fell off as well, to be honest with you. The bed never stopped making a noise. The biggest problem was this beautiful panel at the front of the van. You saw the before. This was the after, covered in masking tape. Problem was differential heating and cooling, and it just came off. They even fell off while it was in storage. Imagine what it would have been like if they'd come off going along, hence the tape, and decapitated some poor motorcyclist. You'll see the gaps all the way around. And the solution that we were given was just to put loads of gunge, as you can see here. And it never worked. The gaps were still there. It still fell off. So some problems don't have solutions. In actual fact, this one did. Our solution was to sell the thing back to the dealers. Just look at those gaps. You just couldn't live with it. It was dangerous, and we were worried every time we went out. So, pretty panels, pretty big problem. Good solution, we sold it. Best thing we did. So those were our problems with the Contiki. Where there are problems, there's always solutions. And as I said, we sold it in the end. We sold it back to the dealer. But snagging is always a problem with a new van. But how much of a problem depends on how good your dealer is. Our experience with Brown Hills was definitely computer says no. Our experience with South Downs has been quite different. Nothing has been too much trouble. It doesn't mean to say it's been quick, but then a lot of that is fairly typical for motorhomes because parts are on order and parts take ages. And I don't care which motorhome it is, but at least they order the parts. Whereas when we were with Brown Hills, we had to take a £1,000 trip from Guernsey all the way up to Newark for them to see it before they'd even order it. And at one time it was a £12 part. And we said, look, we'll just pay for it anyway. Oh no, computer says no. So, problem is dealers. So get yourself a good one. Get one local to you and problem solved. Unforeseen problems. You've probably seen our video about our problems in northern Spain, so I won't go into it all over again. But what I will point out is that it can be a problem if you break down in a foreign country. Now, we've got all sorts of cover. We've got the warranty. We've actually got breakdown cover with our insurance as well. But one thing you really do need is access to some cash, whether it be on a debit card, a credit card, but you need something to get you out of the mess, whether it be for hotel bills or whether it be, in our case, it was 10,000 euros for a gearbox, because their laws aren't all the same as ours, and our roadside breakdown, as we thought it was, turned into an insurance job, and we had to wait for loss adjusters and all sorts of things. But again, we come back to the service from the dealer because we came back to the UK, we went straight to South Downs, and within days we'd got all our money back. So solve your problems with a good dealer, but be prepared to look after yourself at times. Next problem, your Satnav. And your Satnav isn't only a problem, it's absolutely essential. How many people could do without it these days? And at least I know Glasgow's up north and Weymouth is south. So many kids these days haven't a clue where anywhere is without a Satnav. But our Satnav on the van, the Pioneer, has a funny way of taking you there sometimes. He'll take you off to Motorway Junction and put you back on. And his idea of a road that's wide enough, because we have got dimensions in there, takes no account, not just of parked cars, and you can kind of forgive that, but of balconies and overhead obstacles, not ones that limit the height, but ones that just stick out a little bit. Take a look at these Portuguese streets, and these were Satnav recommended. And thought we'd tell you about another problem we've got. It's always eventful motorhoming, and this is our issue. We were cooking our tea last night and the electrics tripped both on the van and on the post. Problem is, they obviously didn't trip quickly enough because we can't get our lead out. It's welded itself in. Luckily we got a spare lead, so we plugged it into the other one, and the guy next to us last night didn't need electricity. But they're full again tonight. We don't know if the same guy's coming back, although he has left his ramps on the pitch, so we're hoping so. But there's nowhere else we can go. The warden said, can you manage without electricity? Says you've got solar panels. Where's the sun? Next problem, and this is a shade problem. You got to get your camera pointed in the right direction. And don't get mixed up between your back screen and your front screen on the GoPro. Here's an example. We've arrived. Start again.
That's it, smile and laugh.
I got it backwards. I was just trying to tell you we've arrived at Salisbury Hillside. Alan's waving out the window, but I don't think he realises I've got the camera on me, so I didn't see him at all. I'll turn it round because I'm going to walk back up. Our final problem, well, I don't suppose it's our final problem, but it's the final one we're going to mention now, is getting time away. We're semi-retired, but work still gets in the way from time to time. The solution here, although it doesn't always work, sometimes you're required in person, is good Wi-Fi, good mobile Wi-Fi. And we've got 5G, we use Smarty, works for us. And when you go abroad, you can go and buy a local card. I'm sure you've seen this on most of the van life videos. So that's our problem, time away. So we'll end this here. This is the end of this month's Vanners collaboration. So please do watch everybody else's. As I said earlier, the links are in the description down below. And catch us on the next one. Not just the next Vanners collaboration, but our next video, which should be out very shortly. Cheers.